Welcome back to Suzuki. I'm Steven. We're gonna take this dash out today. Let's go. So it has been my experience that Suzuki dashes are pretty easy to take out. We're taking this one out because I need to replace the flasher. We did LED lights and it blinks all super fast, so it's kind of annoying. And unlike the Jimnys, where it's just right with the fuse block and you can pull it out and put a new one in, this one is way tucked up underneath the dash. So I'm gonna start peeling stuff off and see if we can get to whatever, and then I guess since it's off, we'll clean it up super good and go ahead and paint it. Let's get to it. Alright, so that gave us all kinds of room down in here. You can see the electrical power steering unit. And not 100% sure where the heck that flasher is. But oh, it's right there. It's right there. You guys probably can't even see it. It's underneath the wiring harness there. You can ignore those speaker wires. I just put those there. They're not production ready yet. AC's pretty clean. We've got a weird little box right here. I assume that's factory. I have no idea what that is. It's not bolted to anything, so you wouldn't think it would be factory, but maybe it is. I don't have anything weird in there that needs a box, but who knows. Maybe we'll go find the wires to that and see what they go to. Kind of looks like they go in the heater, but maybe they're supposed to be there. Interesting, that whole unit was attached to the dash. Your whole steering column's attached to the dash. Like, you could just take that rag joint off right there. That's what's holding it on. But I'm gonna see if I can get that flasher out. Wish me luck. All right, project update time. This is a hell of a mess. So I got it unplugged. I got Autumn down there. She's helping us out. I got it unplugged. I don't even know if you guys can see it right, but it's like on a piece of metal. Like, it's, if you've ever seen some of these relays they have on these, they slide on and they lock, and you just can't get them off when they've been on there for 100 years. So she's trying to get a flathead screwdriver up in there and then twist it so it'll just make some pressure and pop it off. Really, we could just leave it in there and buy the new one. We could just put the new one in there and say screw it and just leave it in there. But, you know, when you're racing your truck, every little ounce helps. Thanks, Autumn.
I can't reach it. My arms are awkward.
All right, let's pretend there was an easy way to do this. So I had her hand me the screwdriver up from the bottom. And you can see the little tab it was on right down there with a little hole in it. There was no screw. And I just slid this down in there and I just went poop and it popped right off. Yes, that noise was boop. And here is the old flasher. Oh, it even says it's a flasher. And I'm gonna pull the one out of the white Jimny because we put LEDs in it and had to do the same thing. And put it in here and we're gonna test it. If it works, then I'm gonna go buy another one. Stay tuned. All right, so that worked. I believe that I tried to buy that flasher at Advance and they didn't have one, so I went to O'Reilly's and I think they had it, but I will put the link in the description to the correct flasher if you want to do LEDs. And then it's really not that bad. It looks horrible in there because the dash is hanging off, but it was only 15 minutes of work, maybe. The pain in the butt is getting your little tiny hand down in there to try to unplug things. That was kind of a pain in the butt, but even that didn't take very long. So I'm gonna throw it back together and go buy another flasher. All right, so there were 4 screws underneath, and then we had a trouble. We could not figure out what was holding it on, and Autumn figured it out because she's awesome.
I'm so smart sometimes.
She figured behind that panel where technically the passenger airbag would go on the vans, there were 2 screws, so we just had to pop that panel off and then 2 screws and it came right off. So I would say if you were going to do this in the future, definitely do not take those 2 bolts out of the side of the dash, and really what I think what I'll say, I'll probably cut that out of the video in the beginning, and maybe I'll stick it in here so people can see it, but really you don't need that whole bar to come out. That was a mistake on my part because I'm used to the Jimny dashes have 2 bolts on the side, so I assumed it was the same thing that holds the dash on, but it holds that whole bar on. So we're gonna put that bar back on and clean up these speaker wires and all the wiring really nice. We're gonna clean all of the interior on the inside. We're gonna clean the fan box out, everything, so we can get rid of all that Japanese dust. And the girls are currently cleaning this so we can paint. I already started testing colors over there on the mirror, and I think we decided to go for the darker one. She's just cleaning up this dash real good, and then I'm gonna put it on a tarp in the garage and we're gonna paint the crud out of it.
Invisiglass is good, not sponsored.
Yeah, you can see pretty much the whole dash was sun faded like this, really bad. And, we're just using this seam paint. Had a couple of colors and we decided to go with the darker one. Okay.
I can put it down?
Yeah, you can get rid of it. Alright, so this is what it should look like. Still metal pole bolted up. We're going to clean that up a little bit. The girls cleaned the walls a bit. Here's that flasher that started this whole process. It actually hooks up right here and it pops off this way and then unplugs straight out. Nobody could get their hands in there to make that happen. I think now, knowing what I know now, I probably could have slid this off. It's just a little pop there, and this whole fuse block slides down, and then I could have been able to get to it and pop it off. But hindsight's 20/20, and we're just gonna leave this down there where we can reach it. Although I don't think we need to. I think it'll probably last forever. I've never had one of those go bad. We got a little bit of cleaning to do. I'm gonna clean up some more of these wires that we ran for the radio because I want them to be run a little bit different than what we had. And we're gonna get this painted dash back in. So I painted it last night. Anyway, GoPro trying to repair my file again. I may have a little touch up to do just on top and bottom of those vents, but I think I'll do that in the truck. Just so we can get it all put back together today, and then it can dry and be ready to go. So there's the little panel that goes over where the airbag is supposed to be on the passenger side that's not there. There's a little piece that pops in the top. I painted the mirror and the mirror holder that was very yellow, and the speaker pods. And then you guys can get an idea. Well, I guess I don't have one. But you can get an idea of the color of these. They're supposed to be this color, so here's the contrast, right? It's a little bit darker, but not a ton darker. I'm probably going to reprint this bottom piece, 3D print the bottom piece so it's a little thinner. You can kind of see when you sit in here, it would just give you more room if it just fit a little bit better. But I'm gonna see what we can do with all of that, and we're gonna get this dash back in and come on with us. All right, Autumn got it cleaned up a little bit. Got the wires prepped. Don't worry about that radio. It's a lot of stuff going on there. It's got a lot of antennas. That'll be pretty cool. And we are going back together. Dash going in right now. Something Angel started doing, making us on a little board with where the screws go, so we don't have to guess. She's so smart. So Autumn and I are reaping the benefits of the smart woman. All right, it's all finished up. I just put the ashtray back in. Everything's painted. You can see the contrast between the center console and the dash. Maybe if I can get it in the same shot. But it's all painted. Came out perfect. There's no blemishes, no mess up areas. We put an LED in there. I painted that. It was really like super sun destroyed. We took that all apart and painted it. Everything got cleaned up, and I'm pretty happy with that. It wasn't too bad. I think it took a little bit longer for us because we took that metal bar out, which we didn't mean to. Not too bad at all. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Thank you for watching our video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day.